Greetings! Greetings, thank you for being here. I am Rising Phoenix Aurora. You are watching Cosmic Mother Rising Show. It is such an honor to be here with you. We do this once a month, Laura Eisenhower and I am co-host with Laura Eisenhower. Laura, say hi. You're muted.
My gosh. Hi, everybody. It's Laura Eisenhower. It's wonderful to be here with you, Aurora, on our Cosmic Mother Rising show.
Thank
And
you.
boy, it's Cosmic Mother Rising.
Boy, is she rising. That's right. She's rising within Earth and rising within us. Well, go to my website and find out more information about me. I host international workshops and retreats all over the world. My next one's in California in June, and then Lionsgate in Ireland. It's very exciting to be there during these times, as well as I am the founder of A.U.R.A Hypnosis Entity Removal. I am a past life regressionist, but also a quantum alchemist and known as a spiritual revolutionist. Check out the books and go to my website for more information, risingphoenixaura.com. Such an honor. Where can we find you at, Laura Love?
I'm at cosmicguides.org and I do astrological readings. I do events all over the world. I've got some retreats coming up. You can find out more just on my social media pages, and all my links are on my homepage. To my services and to the events that I'll be doing. I'm an author too of a book called Awakening the Truth Frequency. And I'm also the great granddaughter of former President Dwight David Eisenhower, and feel a really strong calling and agreement with him to expose a lot that happened during his administration, and what really happened after the Second World War. Lots of hidden history there. So yeah.
Powerful. Thank you. You are so busy. You're you have so many events. You are just such a grand spirit on earth, spreading the word and of whatever it is that needs to be communicated to you from the divine. It's just such an honor to watch you, and just how incredible people love you. Just the ways that you reach humanity and have been for a long time. How long have you been doing this, Laura, for?
Well, publicly, about 15 years. So yeah, I feel the same about you. I mean, my gosh, you're everywhere doing these retreats. I just to see how people respond to your teachings, your certification program, just the auric field around them and the joy that they hold. Yeah, it just really empowered in their creative manifestation abilities. Yeah, my gosh, I'm really wishing I could go to that Ireland event, and you're just in Hawaii and that you're going to the Sequoias in California. Where are you going in California?
Right, Sequoia and Yosemite Park, National Park, going both of those.
Oh,
Yeah,
those are like my favorite places.
yeah.
So yeah, I'm glad we're both, traveling, and I'd love to do my own retreats eventually, but right now, yeah, I'm co-hosting with some people, and I'll do some of my own eventually. But yeah, it's great to co-host, and yeah, we had a fun time doing our first event together in person. That was when I first met you, for real.
For
I
real.
mean, in person at in Florida. Yeah. And oh, it was just so great to see you at the table. People were just magnetically drawn to getting a reading with you. And I did a session with you. It was really great. So I just want to ask you what you want to talk about today. I know there's always a lot coming in, um, just about ETs particularly, and Tesla. What do you want to kind of dive into today?
Well, I think it's really important to cover, so we'll be talking a bit about alien races, and as I'm a galactic historian, so we go over all this data, and the way that the biggest compromise happened on Earth was actually Roosevelt. You're going to hear through that it was other presidents, but factually it was actually Roosevelt, and I have some documents I can show you as well. But let's go to the root of it. So the way it happened is what actually Nikola Tesla, the inventor who actually died in 1943, but he was here during times that were so important on Earth, where basically the humankind was allowed to evolve and to really expand and grow, and where they were rising in vibration versus lowering in vibration. So after this fall and after World War I specifically, then the digression started really happening, and we really lowered into the third dimension that we are seeing now. But back in 1901, you can check out this article yourself, but I'll share it with you now. So it's talking with planets. Nikola Tesla wrote this on the Collier's Weekly. So again, February 9th, 1901, signaling at 100 million miles away. So he was all about telecommunications. Everything that we see in our current Earth, what is basically the world that Nikola Tesla saw, a world where it wasn't disconnected. We didn't have telekinesis like we had back then in Atlantis. So this was his way to bring those communications back to us. So one thing he started to do was actually communicate with aliens, just like he wrote in that article. And when he started to communicate, it started off with benevolent beings. So they were Venusians, but then it started turning dark, and they really conned them and tricked them into it. So they started communicating and telling him how to basically build like this portal type of technology where they could come in. Now, before that, the aliens were here on Earth, but they were not, say, officially in like in physical form, is the best I can explain. They were more like attached to people, like spirit possession, like like a demon takes over, reptilian takes over. So that was in 1901, but in 1934, okay, so that was his article in 1901. So we're looking at almost 30 years. Imagine what happens in our lives just alone in 5 years, let alone 30 years. Think about how much that advancement would have been for him from the technology from 1901 to 1934. So 1934, he somehow created some kind of Stargate where they can come in, and what I'm seeing is in Colorado, with the Colorado laboratory that he had there. And he also, in case you're not familiar with me, I do channel Nikola Tesla, and I've been covering him for the last year and a half, and you can find out more information about him under my Patreon. So once they were able to come in, their goal was to basically infiltrate the rest of the negative aliens to allow for them to come in. Okay, so it is actually, if there's a CIA or FBI, whoever you are, this is actually archived in their archives, where Roosevelt actually met up with Nikola Tesla, who brought these dark Pleiadians in the Pacific Ocean. He brought them to him in the Pacific Ocean, and they talked, and they began basically the agenda of bringing the wars. They started the World War I, then went into World War II, and then Roosevelt was basically the worst president ever because during his term, he signed the treaty for humanity to be UFO abducted. But it was the initial meeting that Nikola Tesla was tricked into with these Pleiadians that came in 30 years later after he started talking to them again, and then they were on a ship in the Pacific Ocean. Yeah, and then that's where it began. So once Roosevelt met up with these dark aliens, he wanted advancements. He wanted, ego. He wanted power over other countries, and they created that whole agenda of World War I. And really the Tartarian wars that we will hear about, that I actually cover a whole series about them. This Tartaria is huge. I have actually over 60 episodes under my channel. Yeah. So then the worst years of America, and that also then unfortunately spread to the rest of the world, where Roosevelt was as president in 1933 to 1945. So 1934, coincidentally, then Nikola Tesla introduces the dark Pleiadians that are actually here now. They're they're part of the some of these deep state and negative military, and they are all the down to the Montauk Project, Philadelphia experiment. They are who made that, so that humanity then could begin to be UFO abducted, so that hybrids could be happening, hybrid children, everything you can think of, even time travel began from that time of the dark Pleiadians pretending to be positive and they walk among us right now. I mean, there's even some quote unquote UFO conference people that actually they're one. You know, they're aliens hide among us, as we know. So yeah, so he met up with one male and two females, and these beings are still on pretty much still on Earth in the background.